So you failed the NCLEX or the TEAS to get in the entrance exam to get into nursing school. What now? First of all, let me just give you a big hug, and let me tell you, it's gonna be okay. You probably don't want to hear that right now. Nobody wants to hear anything when they study so hard and they try so hard at something, and then to see it not come to fruition the way they thought and hoped it would be. Now, I myself, I didn't fail the NCLEX, I did not fail the TEAS, but I can tell you that I understand what you're going through. I know the feeling of failure, I know how it feels. You don't want to hear shit from nobody, and I get it. I just want to encourage you to keep going. Take an honest look at yourself and why you think you might not have passed the exam. Know that it's okay to be vulnerable and express your emotions. Express it to the right people, possibly your parents if they're very encouraging, if they're trying to help you get past this little bump in the road. Express it to friends if you can, someone that's trusted. I imagine that initially the shock of it all is the main part to get over. You put so much time and effort into something, and then to see it not come together like you wanted it to come together. It's a setback. At the end of the day, it's a setback. I heard a quote one day, and it stuck with me through everything that I've ever been through. Failure is just a delay. It's not a denial, it's just a delay. So keep this in your mind, because it's just a delay. It doesn't matter if this is your first, second, third, fourth, fifth time taking the TEAS or the NCLEX. You will get there. At the very end of the day, what you did do was learn. You learned what your weaknesses are. Maybe you have test anxiety. Maybe you know that you're weak in one part of nursing or in the material that you're supposed to study before the TEAS exam. Maybe you know you didn't study that hard or as hard as you should have the night before. Maybe you know you didn't get a good night's sleep. These are all things that you have learned at the end of it all. So take what you can from it, and all you can do is recalibrate and come back stronger the next time you take the test. But it will happen for you. If there's a will, there is a way. And I hate to sound so cliche, but that is true. If you really want this, you will eventually get there. Some people take the NCLEX more than 5 times, and they eventually get in. This does not mean that you're not cut out for nursing. I want you to think of the bigger CEOs that we know. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, that bald-headed guy that owns Amazon, whose name is escaping me right now, Bezos, oh my God. They all failed at some point, but you have to change your mindset and learn to love failure. You are taking a test. Granted, you're not Bill Gates, you are not Steve Jobs, you're not Jeff Bezos, but you are taking a test to try to become someone someday that will save someone's life. And that is amazing. So if they can do it, you can do it as well. You can get over failure. Learn to embrace failure as something to help you grow and learn. And it'll serve you every time that you even face a failure. To be perfect all the time is to not grow. To avoid mistakes is to not grow. To deny your mistakes and not learn from it is to not grow. So you might have thought that you studied your butt off or you did the best that you could, and that might have been, but there was something you were missing that prevented you from getting past this test. Now let me tell you from my own experience, I went past 75 questions on the NCLEX. I have a whole video about my TEAS exam, so you can go ahead and watch that. I ended up registering for 2, I think by mistake, so 2 different exams by mistake, which was my saving grace. But for the NCLEX, I thought I failed. I went past the 75 questions, my heart sank. I didn't take the break like I was supposed to, because I'm more of a person that gets in it and I want it done. Like, I don't want to take any breaks. But what I could have done differently to maybe get to that 75 questions and be done is take the break. Take the break. That's me self-analyzing myself. because I was putting a lot on myself. I also didn't get a good night's sleep before. But I'll make a video about some things that you can do to prepare for the TEAS or the NCLEX to better help you. But I just wanted to make this video to empathize with you. I know how hard it is to pick yourself up and start over. I know how hard it is to go into something with a group of people and they're all celebrating over their win, but you didn't win. You didn't win yet, is what I want you to put in your mind. It's yet, but it's still gonna happen for you. The main thing is, it's okay not to be okay, and pick yourself up, do it again. Focus on whatever areas you feel you need improvement in, whether it's time management during the testing, whether it's focusing on certain areas that you know that you're weak in, whether it's getting a good night's sleep the day before. Do what you need to do to transform that for yourself in the next go around. Review your study strategies. This can also be helpful. Maybe change your study strategies. Maybe you think you learn by reading and that's it. But maybe you need some pictures. Maybe you need to actually do and put it into practice. Maybe you're a hands-on learner. And also, if you feel humiliated by this failure because you let everyone know that you're taking this test, and excuse me, my dog is snoring again. You know, I could just simply remove her from the room, but she just comes right back in here because she has anxiety and she loves to be next to me. Or she'll be crying outside the door. But back, I digress. If you feel humiliated because you've let a lot of people know that you were taking this exam and then you fail, you feel like you've disappointed them or you feel like you've let them down, let me just say, this next go around, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. If this is your third, fourth, fifth time taking the exam and you just feel humiliated or down on yourself, it helps to just keep it to yourself. Don't tell anyone, because sometimes when you have to tell the person that you failed, it kind of exacerbates the pain because you know that there's other people that you have to tell about it. And they won't let you forget it either. They'll keep reminding you, they'll keep asking you, you know, when are you going to take the test again? Oh, did you fail? And some people just aren't for you. They want you to fail. Honestly, not everyone. Trusted people are for you, but some people are looking for your failures. So one of the tips that I do give you is to keep it to yourself, just in case it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to the next time around. It helps to lessen the pain when other people aren't involved and can't remind you of your failures. So just keep that in mind. Stay encouraged, press forward, keep going. This isn't the first time you failed, I'm sure. People fail in life and they get back up. And it's called grit. It's called perseverance. It's determination. And it's how we grow. It's how we become stronger. The main takeaways that I want you to take away from this video is it's not the end. Create a stronger study plan to focus on the areas where you feel like you're weakest in. Stay encouraged. Listen to positive things. Listen to positive podcasts. Listen to podcasts about failure to help you feel encouraged and to stay motivated to go back in there and do your best to try to pass. And look at this as an opportunity for growth. If you were able to get to this point, you can get past this point. And sometimes you have to go through some shit to get to some shit. So I'm sorry to sound so cliche, but it happens. Push through it. Push through it. And I know at the end of the day, you will become that nurse that you want to become. Then I have no doubt that someday you will become that strong nurse that you've always wanted to be. The nursing profession does need you. Okay? Hopefully you found this helpful. And the next time you take it, I hope you crush it. But if you don't, it's okay to get back up, feel the feelings, get back up, get back out there, and do your best again. That's all we can do at the end of the day. Hope you found this helpful. And the next time, the next go around, you'll be able to crush it. Have a good one.